So, good evening, guys. Welcome to a little delayed but OTL season finale at BRITIAN. I'm joined this Monday, as always, with Jensen. Are you with us? Good evening, Jensen. So, no hot lap is our normal setup. We will, as the servers decided they were being polite way. What's a polite? Yeah, well, yeah, just as Jensen says, a straight cock. I was trying to be polite, but we'll just go with cock. Cock seems fair. Codemasters logic. We will just be straight into qualifying and the race this evening. So, the season finale, hopefully the guys will race free and openly. With Nelly not being here, I'd like to see the deficit there.
No, Nelly is here.
Oh, is he in?
Yes, he is.
Ah. So, good evening all. Guys, please, before you, if you're watching, smash a like on the video. It means a lot to the channel. If you haven't already, drop a sub. We're getting close to 100, so it would be nice if we can get to that 100 mark before the end of the year. Good evening, SPW. We are good, Noxious, hopefully set for an absolute banger at Silverstone in OTL. Inner James May activated. Oh, cock. I like that. I like that. So, tonight we go to BRITIAN. A track that I don't think any driver really dislikes. Jensen, would you agree there?
Yeah, it's quite a simple track really, but it is quite a high undulating circuit, of course. Especially with magnets back, it's not that.
So, Glock is, will or won't he, with his last race of the season and with a change in work schedule, his last race with OTL, does he go out with a bang? I'm going to give him a little friendly nudge here and say, start at the back and go for a big one.
Yeah.
And then we'll maybe see how Glock gets to come through the pack. And then there's some guys that I think have had the ability to get race wins, but maybe just not been there. If Glock is firing on all cylinders, I think most guys know he's pretty hard to beat. But if anything goes against him, people waiting to pounce. SPW, I think guys like Yusuf, Dr. Special Energy, they've showed strong pace. Nelly, of course. Yes, Officer Duffy, the no traction man. 30-minute break, my arse. Who said 30-minute break? Where?
This was a 30-minute break.
Ah. 32.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 31. Ah, I see what you're doing there, SPW. Get them told, I don't know why we're not going. Maybe a couple of drivers still to come. Not sure. Let's just leave it on that. So, OTL ties up this evening, but they will be back. We'll have a mix, so ones to note. This coming Sunday, OTL and HOR, the partnered leagues, join forces to take on a top tier SFR Speed Force racing. That will be on the channel between 7 and 8 PM on Sunday night, so that's one to watch. Definitely one to watch, some bragging rights at stake. Plus there will be an OTL versus HOR just after Christmas, and then both the seasons will get back up and running pretty simultaneously in the new year.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting, that. They've got a very, very good selection of drivers SFR do. Of course,
well, I think the way they've done it is 2 from each division.
Yeah.
SFR, so...
Yeah, OTL HOR got a very good selection as well, of course. Our F1 esports challenger name changer as well.
Yes.
That's to be noted.
So I think 18 strong. I think we should be going. Maybe.
Yeah, I think we're looking that way.
SPW, you crack me up, man. So they're just literally saying now in the admin's chat, ready. So I think that's us. And now somebody is spamming the flash. Oh, and there we go. That is it now. Fully permanently on. No more disables.
Pedro is so bad. I mean,
Oh, it's Glock and Pedro being the flashers. Pedro is so bad.
I mean, I couldn't agree more.
Doing a bit of Barclays banking. Right, come on, serious.
Yeah, I'm very sorry, Pedro.
So 18 strong. If Glock doesn't take part in quality and goes for a run from the back, still
That's
probably wins the race. But then who
It's-
takes pole? Outside Glock, who takes pole? Tommy
Glock will be
Tink.
running on par with the guys on the first stint. The second stint, he's going to be right off into the distance with soft. But it's an easy track for overtaking, but the strategy is really different here.
Yes. A track where strategy will win or lose you a race.
Mm.
And then Britain could fling in a safety car and really spoil the party.
Stephen Scott School, lads, Adam. Let's finish this knee trembler.
Yes, Stephen, good luck. Mad G says, let's do this. Yes, Mr. Mad G. I will.
Home Grand Prix.
Yes, many Brits in the lobby. So I think we'll see a quick flurry to the track. Guys looking to get some time on the circuit. George Russell should have won yesterday. Yes, I would 100% agree. But that's racing sometimes. That's how the cookie crumbles,
Yeah.
unfortunately. I think as much as I'm gutted for George Russell, I am even more happy for Sergio Perez. It was 190 races too long.
I was waiting for that moment for 8 long years. I'm very happy that I'm happy. I see George Perez hasn't got many opportunities left, unfortunately. But George Russell, after Bahrain, I think he's going to be getting that Mercedes seat very soon. Not next year, but yeah. Yeah.
So a mixture, not quite half and half, medium softs, but we have a degree of mix. 7 guys on the medium and 12 or 11 on the softs.
Glock is out on the medium tyre.
So I think Chefmeister might be a lead man.
So hopefully Glock does not actually put in a lap.
He may just go out with a bang and just want to enjoy it and drive away.
I want to if I do it. If I was gonna fly away from anything.
So it's going to be Chefmeister, then I think Fletcher. No, it's not Fletcher, it could be Matt. It is, so Chefmeister, then Mattoman.
Yeah, Shipmeister will start the lap.
And then 2 Force Indies, I think SPW and Dufay will follow Chefmeister through his sector 1.
Yeah, flat for turn 1, very easy flat. Bit of a back off there, I think he's at a moment. Might touch the grass a bit too much, but
I've seen him snatching opposite lock just a few times there through so the car not responding just the exact way he would exactly like it. It's close to picking up an invalidation there.
oh, yeah, Matt's managed to fix that. Shipmaster 28.6 start. lap at the moment, and that current sector one is at yes it is soft tire. The Shipmaster 3 Fox. Bit of a back off there is.
And everybody's favourite, Maggots and Beckett's probably one of the best corner sequences on the full F1 calendar.
Looks like he's not on a. Like, he looks like he's on a bit of a much slower downforce setup. Having the back off his corner's got a bit of 5.3 sector 2. So, coming into the final sector is SPW door 2 very close.
So Shivmeister's going to be our first driver to get a lap time on the board. I think it's going to be somewhere close to the 1 minute 30s. Well, 1:30.3 will go on board with SPWC, comes through the last couple of corners as well, and we'll see if we can get Officer Duffy, who's not far behind. As he comes through to go, oh, he must have invalidated Officer Duffy. So Mike does a 26.0 behind.
Jay Fletcher.
Oh, 24.6.
Benchmark's already been stretched there.
And I'm right in saying, Jensen, Jay Fletcher was one. Wow, Glock's done a 24.8 in the medium compound, so maybe that'll be the only lap Glock does, and he'll just go from there, opting to start on the medium tyre. Fletcher, am I right in saying, Jensen, Fletcher is one of our new drivers that joined with us last week? So a driver we've yet to really see his true pace because last week was wet.
I'd say so, and we've got special energy cross line 26.4 mediums. Mike's got a 26.0 in the softs.
But then Glock 24.8 in the mediums. If he felt he's had a good lap, he's maybe looking at Jay Fletcher's time and saying, well, I don't know if I want to maybe challenge that or if I'd Shivmeister having a small moment. So let's go back. Officer Doofy coming up Hanger Straight. I think he's invalidated again, so he may come in. No, he's going to maybe get fuel on board to go one more.
Yeah, surely you don't want to go too many laps in his tyres.
Oh,
and he's lost it.
And he's had a snap understeer. Oversteer, sorry.
Kept it from the barrier there, and when he rejoins the track.
Good views of Matterman there, going through Maggots and Beckett's. Up onto Hanger Straight towards what I am sure is Chapel. I could be wrong though, my corner names are not very good. Sure this is Chapel. Envinelli on the racing line. He gets out of the way though, that's fair. He's maybe never seen the car approaching at the speed he did. Into the last chicane. Tricky traction zone, let the car drift wide as much as you possibly dare. To the line, and he goes P3, 25.6 in the medium compound. Think he'd be pretty happy with that lap.
Yeah, not bad. Not special energy improves. By 4 attempts, he goes ahead of Mike by 100 on a second.
Stowe, yes, sorry Glock, it's Stowe. So what's Chapel? Oh, Chapel might be. I know what Chapel is. Yes, thank you, Glock. My corners are not great. Sorry, Jensen.
Mike said Mike 1, Kedra 0.
So the ringing order is Jay Fletcher from Glock, Matoman P3, SPW 4, Sophie P5, Dr. Special Energy 6, Mike P7, Mad G P8, Nelly P9, Shivmeister P10, Linel 11, Mitch P12, Duffy, Yusuf, Ramavash Pedro, Surge and Jelly all still to set lap times.
So Mitch had a little spin there. Very lucky to get collected by Renault. That went by special energy.
Duffy's going again in that tyre, so.
Yeah, he spun here last lap. He didn't have to run onto a lap, so I think he's gonna have it now.
Nice view in the back axle, although you don't really see much other than the crowd really in that camera angle. It's a bit useless. Come on, game change on the broadcast, that would be nice. Oh, you see him take a good apex there, let the car drift wide, flick it through.
Stay in the low gears as well.
So he's got a bit of traffic to contend with, hopefully it doesn't spoil the party too much.
It's not bad for a sector, that 27.4 on the medium tyre.
And a medium tire that's done 3 laps already, 3 hot laps as well, so...
And up the cops now.
Let's see if he can stay flat.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah, easy flat.
Into the four there. Into the four for the first part.
On his nice. And he's going to get a nice toe down Hanger Straight from Lee.
Yeah.
Up to Stowe. That's going to help him a little after 10th.
He might possibly jump a low, get a low 25 very close to validating there. He kept that very well. Into the final chicane. Shifting very, very late. That might have cost him 26.4.
Yeah, it just seemed to, through the last corner, it seemed to hold the car in second gear for way too long. And you seen that made Adam very, very hesitant in actually applying the throttle down and maybe just cost him a tenth or two.
The Mike is started lap as well. He gets a 27.2 set to 1 on his soft tyres and he's invalidated. Ribbons. Too much in the cab.
So we have Pedro on a lap coming through Stowe. He's coming up to the last game. We'll see where he can slot himself in that softer compound.
I think he's going to get a 25 here. Pedro gets a 25.9.
Slots up to P6, so that would be Pedro 1, Michael 1. Interesting stuff for sure, as Mike's having a little spin off the circuit. So just an officer Duffy right in the firing line. Oh,
that was.
Oh, he needs to try and get off. Just maybe peel off the circuit here. I think that's. I think he's in low fuel mode.
Everyone's so beat. I don't think that cost too much time.
She's still a 10th up, so shares improving.
Was 200 down, set to 1. And Glock a 24.1 on a soft tyre. And
Sophie's going to be in the 25s. Will she improve? She does, by only half a tenth. Gets herself just a little bit closer to SPW and P4. So the new order, Glock from Fletch, Mataman P3, SPW 4, Sophie 5, Pedro 6, Dr. Special Energy 7. Oh, it is Ramovage slots into P3. So Pedro now P7, Special Energy 8, Mike 9, Nelly 10, Duffy 11, Lionel 12, Maggi 13, Shivmeister 14, Mitch 15, you know Yusuf, Surge and Jelly still to settle that time. Sorry, Jensen.
I don't see Glock being beaten at the moment.
No, he's got a good half-second advantage. Surge on his first lap, so we'll stay with him.
Yusuf peeling up into the pits, please. Yet another lap time even. Shivmeister invalid. Mitch is starting a lap. Surge coming through into cops.
Adam apologises there. Low fuel mode was tricky.
It's a very tricky section. Into maggots and Beckets. Keeps it flat through maggots. Takes a decent line. And he's looking good for possibly P4 at the moment with this lap. He keeps it together in the final sector. He's got a car ahead of him. I think that is the Alfa Romeo of
which peels into the pits, which is absolutely ideal for the clean air through the last chicane.
I think this is going to be P4 for the Surge, and it is P4 lap 25.4.
Well guesstimated there, Jensen. Very well
good at my
judged. Yes, very much so. So I'll stay on board with Jelly in his outlap. I need to use the restroom very quickly.
So Mitch is up by 1.3 seconds as well. Jelly is coming to the end of his outlap, so that's really starting it. Mitch is coming to the end of his flying lap. Looks like he should jump Shivmeister here. Their little rivalry going on. Mitch does a 29.8, which gets him 5 tenths ahead of his compatriot. Lee now, he's on a flyer, looks like, coming into the final sector. Don't go too wide. This is crucial, this is looking like a good lap for Lee now. He could jump up a load of positions, that might have cost him a few attempts, but he goes up to P7. 25.6.
Do you have any other guys close to the end of the lap? Jensen, SPW, I think.
So. I think Dr. Specialty he's on a flying lap. He's 27.0 sector 1, so that's very good.
Officer Duffy's on an outlap, so SPW is coming up or through Maggots and Beckett's, I think.
And Dr. Specialty nailing Maggots and Beckett's there.
SPW now up on his time by a tenth, so he's looking to improve.
Dr. Specialty looking to possibly slip into 24s. Gets his final sector right. And so many drivers.
And SPW does improve 25.4, even with a big moment there, so SPW had some more time in the pocket as Dr. Special Energy gets himself into P4 there in a 25.2. So time's starting to come now, thick and fast.
Yeah.
Let's see where Jelly is.
Oh, Mike, he's lost it. He's crashed out of Beckett's there.
And Jelly slot up to P4.
And Madgy's lost it at Cops as well. And, yep, Jelly up to P5 from that
P5, one. Sorry, yep. Well spotted. I was utterly wrong there.
I mean, it's close enough anyway, you know. Like, so, Mike, he was 2 times off, he was decent going through set 2 there, but lost it out of Beckett's, went too wide onto the grass.
So Officer Duffy here, sorry to butt in Jensen, as he comes through the last chicane on a valid lap on his software. Can he get himself? I think he's going to be around about the 25s as well here. He's up to P11, 25.7. And a very compressed half a second between P4 and P11, so a very, very compressed midfield. A very close battle for second and third as well. And Glock just being Glock.
I think Officer Doofy running again. So I think Glock might come out one more time at the end to try and sneak into a 23, maybe. Officer Doofy up by a 10 in sector 1. At the moment that will promote him up to P8. And he's been, as a migrating host, I think he's just disconnected there.
I will get my invite quickly. Bear with us 1 second, chat. My friends list is taking an absolute eternity to load. Can you get that, Jensen, so I can just keep the stream up?
What's it mean?
I see.
I haven't got you up.
I will try again. Tell me if he joins. Right, there we go, that's fine.
In the lobby.
So, sorry about that, chat.
Oh,
guys.
SPW. Oh, he's finding pits, don't worry. Continue, Chris.
So Ramavaj on a hot lap here, half a tenth up through sector 1, but about to come into a cataclysmic amount of traffic. Hopefully these guys stay well out the way. A guy away in the gravel there having some fun.
Yeah, that was Pedro just staying out of the way of that. And Jenny's out as well. And I think that was in the pits too.
Oh, Ramavaj she's dropped the car and that'll be wheel off. Whoa. Now, has that made Fletcher safe? See how Fletcher goes. I don't think he's a lead car.
And
Fletcher, where is Mitch? He's on invalidated, so...
Fletcher really giving it some coming out of there onto the
yeah, best of the medium guys, SPW. And we know you're really strong starting on the offset compound. Your gains, first laps, have been enormous, so...
I think
more of the same and you're in for a good one.
Fletcher up by 1.5 tenths set to 1. Very nice set to 1.
So Yusuf yet to get a lap time on the board.
Oh, it's a bit rough through Magus and back. It's Fletcher's only still 1.5 tenths up, so I only think he's going to keep that P2. Glock's looking safe, but Glock's invalid. So Jay Fletcher does make the improvement, and is a very nice set to 2 as well. If he makes the improvement, that's it. So here comes Jay Fletcher. Is he going to pick Glock for pole? He's not going to. He's got 24.3.
Cut 2.5 tenths though. It's a lot closer than we have been. Period. Now Surge here, he's 4 tenths up. He's looking to get himself in that second row of the grid here. Oh no, it's invalidated. Ah, that's unfortunate. Got Lionel 8 tenths up. Sophie 6 tenths up. Could she put herself in P4 with this lap? Is Sophie about to launch herself onto the second row of the grid from P11? I think she just may be, and she does. She goes P4.
Good lap.
Where is Yusuf? Is he on a valid lap? He is coming through the last corner. Where can Yusuf get himself in his one and only run? He goes P5.
What a lap from Yusuf. We haven't seen much of Yusuf this season, but he's just launched himself up into P5 that lap. Wow, that was brilliant.
Ooh.
And that's qualifying over, and yeah. Glock on pole once again.
So it's Glock from Fletch, Ramvash 3, Sophie 4, Yusuf 5, Special Energy 6, Jelly 7, Surge 8, SPW 9, Nelly 10, Matoman 11, Lionel 12, Doofy 13, Pedro P14, Mike P15, Mad G 16, Mitch 17 and Shivmeister P18. Weight off potential. Aye, pole though. It's a good day when you can have a bad day and still take pole Glock, that's for sure.
Knowing that there's so much more in the bag for Glock is just scary, isn't it?
Yes.
But still though, he did take pole, only by 2 tenths, but if he's saying that what he said is true, if that is so, I expect Glock to pull away from this. But it's not going to be very easy because...
Oh, Nelly got blocked there on his fast lap by Shivmeister. Migrating host Jelly has lagged out the session now as well. Oh.
Looks like all the hosts are getting kicked out.
Is he in that? I think he might be.
Oh.
So, I'm not sure what the idea was in the break. I'm not really sure if they were having one, but we have a ready up, so I guess it's just good we go.
It's not. Yeah, it's quite a.
So
bit
hopefully
too late to really have a break.
Yeah, hopefully the guys all get going. I can get Jelly an invite as to get on the form lap.
Yep, and hopefully everyone
Oh
knows.
no, I can't now. I cannot invite Jelly.
Can you not?
I cannot, so let's stay at the back of the grid. So every car's away.
You have to get Pedro or someone like Adam or someone to invite Jelly. And I'll quickly look at the tyres. So SPW of course is the only driver to qualify in the top 10 on mediums. And the bottom 8. And Mataman spun it on the formation lap.
Oh,
that's not what he wanted to do. Supposed
no.
to start in P11.
And what tyre is Matt on? The medium?
Yeah, he's in P11 on medium.
Mitch choosing the only guy in the field choosing the hard compound, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes and how long he can make that tyre last.
Now also he's gone for
and I think we've got another driver having a little moment with the grass. I think it's Jelly. Oh, he's maybe just took back control of his car and it's maybe just gave him a bad time, I'm unsure. No, I don't think Jelly has.
So Lino is interesting because he's the only driver in the bottom 8 who had the free tyre choice. He went with the soft tyre.
Oh yeah, so he could be quick off the mark here.
Yeah, I mean, everyone in between, I'd say Mike, no, even Matt G. I'd say Matt F1 Sophie to Matt G.
I've actually just noticed as
About a
well
second between them.
a small silly thing, but when the cars are now offline, they're kicking up dust. I've just seen that there. If you're on the dirty side of the track, there is definite dust left now from the tyres.
I guess Shiftmeister and Mitch just filing through the field coming into the chicane.
So, I think it is your lights out, Jensen, for the last race of the season, is that right? I think it may be. I think I done last week.
I don't know.
I think I done last week.
So Glock taking the grid for what is his 13th pole of the season, what's been overly dominant. But now we're going to get underway for the final race of the season of OTL Season 1. 5 lights are going on for the drivers, and it's a very long time until they go, and it looks like it's a great start for Glock. He's got the line very well. Looking back, it looks like everyone's got equal starts to each other. Then McLaren and Ramovaz trying to challenge. Going into turn 2, 3, he's going up the inside, and James Letry's got up to P2. Everyone's shuffling about the field. At the back there's been a spin. Pedro and Shitmeister, they've both gone at the back. And lots of shuffling going on, Chris, in this first couple of corners.
Yeah, but I think, Jensen, the good thing is I think most drivers have got through the first lap relatively unscathed. And there's contact for Officer Duffy here. I think he's been straight into the back of his bud, Linnell. As SPW works his way through on Surge. Is SPW getting any damage?
Oh, that was a big incident there. Surge went alongside.
Safety car out.
Oh, that was a very scary moment for Surge there. He went alongside SPW, I think, a little bit of contact, sent him straight into the old pit wall.
So why is the safety car out, I wonder? Nobody... There must be some debris on the track.
Yeah, debris on the track. Who's going to pit? Who's going to take this opportunity to pit? Is Glock going to go for an early stop and go for a little fight through the field? Or is he going to stay out? And Glock will pit.
Yes, Jelly, I'm sorry, mate. No, I can't do it from here. Let me just message one of the lads.
Okay, so Glock, I think he tried going pits, but I think he dummied it. Nelly into the pits, SPW in the pits, Surge in the pits. They all got wing damage, so I think they all might be going to a tyre that goes to the end, which could be good for them.
So Officer Duffy picks up a 5-second time penalty there, which is going to be a hurtful one.
Yeah, Mike in the pits as well, so all these guys really suffered there, and Officer Duffy's going to have to wait, and Mike, he's going to have to wait for the racing points to finish there.
So a car here, who is this ghosted car? Not sure exactly what's going on. It's Jelly's car. As everything is filtering through now. Guys need to understand that although Jelly's he's still a car in the race, they can't just overtake although it's an AI, we understand, but need to get an invite to him because he will be able to take back control of his car. So for some reason it's shown it Nelly up front, but that is not the case. It is
sectors, just wait for Surge and Officer Duffy to cross the sector lines. Officer Duffy's got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, I think.
I thought it was a severe collision, I could be wrong though.
Hold on, let's see. No, it's a severe collision with Mike, and Mike also got one for a severe collision with Officer Duffy. And Mike served that in the pits, but Officer Duffy didn't, so that's very weird, because Officer Duffy came in later.
That is strange. So the running order is Glock from Ramavaj, Fletch P3, Sophie 4, Special Energy 5, Yusuf 6, Matt 7, or Jelly 7, Matt 8, oh I'm not sure really what's going on there, Matt G 10, Mitch P, oh he's in the pit so he's filtering down the, oh I'm not really sure what's going on there with Mitch, to be honest. He is in the pits. And he filters down the order there, so it's Matoman 8, Magine 9, Pedro 10, Lionel 11, Shivmeister 12, Nelly 13, SPW 14, Surge 15, Mitch 16, Mike 17, Doofy P18.
So he's just gone for the hard tyre. So I think he is attempting to go to the end. That could be a huge gamble that might pay off, might not.
That is a good point. You probably could take the hards to the end from here. It's just the pace that they give you.
It's a very low deck track. This is lower than Suzuka, which many probably know is quite the lowest of decks in this game. But yeah, you could take soft 17 laps if you wanted to. So, I mean, yeah.
So I reckon we'll do one more and or we may come in this lap actually. It probably will come in this lap. I don't see why it would stay out much longer than that.
I don't think the mediums will last 26 laps.
No. I wouldn't think so. So it's interesting. Unless they got damaged, nobody really chose to use that safety car as a pit opportunity. I think it probably was too early in the race. Especially as you say, we've been a low-dead circuit. As I did say, safety car in the slap.
He's got Ramavaj right behind him. He's have to get as much temperature he can in the tyres. Jay Fletcher is going to try and get that P2 back that he lost at turn 3. And the safety car has come in. Glock goes now. He picks a good time, he's caught them both napping as they go to start this race again on lap 4 of this race. And he's straight on overtake is Jay Fletcher. Very, very risky that was. But they all go across the line and they've all kept position at the moment. Surge.
So Pedro's in a bit of a calamity here. There's a big Envinelli, Shivmeister, SPW, Surge, Pedro, Mike. Oh, and Envinelli's. I don't know if that was spun by Surge.
I think he got spun by Shivmeister, went up the inside. On the
and Shivmeister's went really deep. That's going to open the door. You need to be careful coming back on something as Mike tries to go round the outside, but I think he's been squeezed onto the gravel and offside if he spins.
Everything's just gone on there. That was a bit of a messy restart there. But everyone's still going. Nelly and Officer Duty's got work to do now at the back of the grid. They're going to be absolutely fuming with that.
So Matoman, can he get the run on Yusuf? Is he going to choose to take the run? I don't think he's got enough deployment to get up behind. Dr. Special Energy all over the back of Sophie. Is he going to try and make a move down into the last chicane? Don't think he's going to be close enough this time round.
It's very close though. He's keeping the attentions there. Glock's already got a 1.5 second gap. He's showing the pace that he said.
So Pedro's boxed. Don't think that tyre was working for him at all. And it's a hurtful pit, I'm not sure, but a very hurtful pit stop at Britain. Huge. It feels like you're in that pit lane for an absolute age.
And it is a front wing change for Pedro. So that might have been the result of that pit stop. Just for that wing change. So at the moment, Glock has separated himself from second and third separated from fourth all the way down to P10, separated from 11th downwards, which will sort of gapped away from each other.
I think Jelly's still, for some reason, there is no option to invite. Which is kind of hurtful, I guess, for Jelly.
Matoman gets a penalty. Matoman's lost it in the essays.
Will that be a say? Is it retired?
No, he has kept it going. I think he lost it on the right hand curb, and his progress is gone. And he gets another 3-second penalty. He gets a 3-second penalty for that. Okay, that's a bit.
So DRS finally enabled for the first time in this race, and it's lap 6.
With 2 penalties that Matoman didn't deserve there.
You know, Yusuf picks up a penalty as well, so there's penalties starting to fall thick and fast as Dr. Special Energy is still hounding the back of Sophie, but she's doing her best to fend them off. Plenty of deployment to defend as well.
Yeah.
Jay Fletcher now in Ramovage starting to get a run. He's inside the DRS window, so we'll see through Magus and Beckett if he can close that gap up and get a run done up Hangar Straight. We need to keep an eye on that one.
Look at the moment, keeping the gap good. Gap to at the moment. The top 10 or top 9, it's about 10 seconds back at the back of that queue. Then it's 14 seconds back in SPW. Surge is still on the back of him, possibly gonna make a move soon, and SPW is going wide again. Don't want to carry on that. I think Nelly's just got damage as well. Nelly and pulling to the side, letting everyone through. I think it's been a very, very awful race for him. It's unfortunate. Here at Silverstone.
So Officer Doofy now and Shiv Meisters tucks into the toll pools to the inside. Through he goes in that softer compound tyre in the DRS. Easy pass up into Stowe Corner. Mike now catching Surge and SPW.
So SPW and Surge are both on the same amount of energy at the moment, I think. Coming onto the Wellington Straight, is SPW going to defend this? He usually defends every single one of his battles.
I think he's got a good gap there. I don't think he'll be close enough.
Surge going to wait again. Well, out of Mega to back on the Mega Straight. What a move at the moment.
So Dr. Special Energy, I think, sorry to jump on you there, Jensen, he's been quite conservative behind Sophie. I feel if he can get the move done on Hangar Straight this time around, he can maybe get himself up the road a little.
And it's a bit of grass being kicked up there. Dr. Special Energy never really goes to the moves there. Mike just picks up his first penalty of the race. Dr. Special Energy just hangs in DRS. He did it to Nelly in the USA, if you remember that. And he never really went to anything which would possibly cost him a second place or win.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting.
So where is our other close battle? Surge and SPW. That's kind of plateaued at the moment. It's kind of 7-10. It's not really going anywhere. We have that train ahead really starting to form from
Mitch the Shedmeister.
Sophie backwards.
The Mitch, he's very close to him at the moment. It's about what he can keep. And Shedmeister's gone a bit wide. And Mitch is going around the outside, and he's not going to go up the inside, he's not risking anything. And
Mitch trying to go around the outside, not quite get the grip to get the power down, but he is going to have DRS. Can he get a move on Wellington Straight? He's pushing hard now. Not quite close enough. He's going to think better of it this time round. Maybe just try and stay behind and go for one on Hangar Straight.
Here comes Surge. Surge is pushing the overtake, but he's back on the overtake. A bit early there. SPW is through. He's crashing now. 10% less. And he
So Sophie pits. That's interesting. Lap 8, Jensen. Lap 8 for the soft runners. Do you think that's a little early? Yellow flag, sector 2 and 3. I think Mitch had a moment through Magus and Becky. She goes for another medium, so Sophie's committed to a 2-stop.
Yeah. So, wait, it's at a medium, so they should make it to the end nose. So I think it is early. I don't see really an undercut of 6 seconds. That's the only thing. Sophie drops back 15 seconds behind Surge, who hit it early for the hard tyre. So that's gonna hurt a bit.
So when do you think, Jensen, is going to be our first round of stops for the soft runners? Would we think about lap 10 till 12? Yeah. And then that would be medium tyre to the end.
Dives into the pits.
So Surge this time now, I think he's going to get the run. Sorry to jump on you, but he's definitely getting the run in STW. He pulls to the inside. SPW is going to cover it off. Flicks to the outside. SPW is going to try and hold the inside line, which he does. Surge try to get the run. Not quite there, well defended from SPW, covers off that inside line again. Small lock up, Surge has been patient.
And, yeah, Ramavash needs a bit of time and being again. But he's going to come out. And remember the gap was about 2 seconds between him and Glock. And now, as he comes out the pits, so Surge is the one to watch with the gaps. He's 12 seconds behind Surge, so Surge is going to be the net race leader at the moment. Once everyone hits, wait 10 seconds, and Surge get really close to SPW there. But he's not quite getting the move done yet. And he's got a good amount of deployment, same with SPW, which is about 30% less. Mike is getting over the back of this battle as well.
So, I think Mike was slowly closing up. It was only a matter of time until they got till the back.
Glock race leader into the pits. Same with Jay Fletcher. Did he go too fast? He's just got to slow down. And Yusuf is going to take the lead of this race. For now at the moment.
So Ramavaj is getting a blasted DRS. He is pushing hard. He's expelled pretty much most of his ERS deployment to try and make this undercut work. I'm staying on board with Ramavaj to see where he comes round in reference to the guys coming out the pits. Glock and Fletcher are both now moving. Ramavaj comes into the last chicane. He's behind Officer Duffy, so the dirty air's going to cost him a little bit of time as he goes through the last sequence of corners, and this is going to be really close here coming out the pits. Glock now off his limiter and pulling. I don't think it's going to be as close, but I think he may have it on Fletcher. I think he's going to have the jump in Fletcher, and he does.
Just so Ramavaj keeps his P2 there, but he's right behind Officer Doofy. The 1 lap younger tyres might be a big factor in the race. We're lap 11 at the moment. We've got 16 to go this race.
So Surge, SPW and Mike now
this is a
battling hard.
SPW defending for his life for the last 8 laps. From that Ferrari, and Surge's got to start defending from Mike as well. Mike's right behind him. He's got to think about attacking and defending at the same time, which isn't very easy to do.
No.
But is a bit easier when you have the amount of deployment combined of the guys in front and behind you. And
oh yes,
like on his tyres, I think surely his tyres would die out a bit.
Yellow flag VSC out, I think.
And it's out of Woodcote, and he must have collected himself in the gravel. He might have lost the back end maybe. That is a very
I think he maybe has had an incident with Shivmeister. I think
yeah,
Shivmeister maybe came back onto the track and he's cleaned Nelly out there, which is a big blow to Nelly, and not the way he would have wanted to close out the season.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate for Nelly there.
I'm gutted for him.
Yeah. Yusuf leading the race at the moment by 4 seconds over Maggi.
And Pedro's managed to get a cheap pit stop going for the soft compound. If that's a new set, he could probably take that to the end of the race. And he gets a cheap stop. Because the VSC seems to be staying out for most of his pit, which is ideal. And he gets a cheap stop, so probably saves about 10-15 seconds there.
His tyres will be on the edge at the end of the race. And drive-through penalty for F1 Sophie speeding under the safety car. And anyone else get a drive-through? No. And Maggi takes the lead of the race. Yusuf pits off his softs. Maggi will lead this race for a good handful of laps.
And he's got a nice gap, has Maggi?
He's got he's got an 8-second gap, I think, over SPW. It's a very decent gap. No, he's got 7 seconds. But still, it's a very good gap for Maggi, especially no penalties. And Glock is struggling to even catch up to this battle, really. He was only 6 seconds behind a few laps back. Now he's only 5.
Yeah, Nelly, I thought it was a coming together. Make sure you clip that one, mate, because the boys will definitely want to see it. Did look a bit suspicious. Even if you just get it, if you can't thing me, just send a YouTube link or something, you know, because that's definitely one to be seen. Dude, I'm gutted for you, man.
Just behind Jelly, and still Jelly's not in the session yet.
So I think the invites are actually bugged, unfortunately. Nobody, I think, can invite anybody.
So the battle for P2 is really getting hot. And it's a good run for Serge, it's a very good run for him. Is he going to use it all here? Yes, he is. He's going full send on this move around the outside of SPW.
SPW is good on the brakes. He's really good at carrying a lot of speed through the apex of that corner as SPW defends the inside line. I think he's been well within the limits there. Still, he's leaving space on that racing line, Serge was.
And so he's going for a move here. And he had to back off a little bit there. He got very...
Yes, Nelly.
Very fast.
For sure, bro, man. Definitely. Can't wait to see you take the charge next season. Because Glock is leaving us, so yeah.
Yeah, I expect Nelly.
Expect big things.
The one set the benchmarks. Yeah, and Serge.
Here comes Serge this time.
Staying behind SPW. SPW making very, very late moves on the brakes there. This is very, very interesting here. So he tried a move coming into turn 1, into turn 3.
And there he goes, he's going to be up side by side now.
SPW, that was a bit naughty from him there.
But he's going to go through.
Yeah, only just an SPW. Oh, that was a bit... And, he's very close to touching the back. You don't want to touch the back going through Maggers and Beckett's.
And he's going to have DRS. I think SPW is going to come for a run against.
And Migrating Host, who is that? Is Nelly. And I think that's just the lead.
And Serge goes back, SPW, goes back through.
And it's
so Glock and Serge VSC out. So is SPW going to use this time to pit? No, he doesn't. He doesn't choose to pit. So maybe hang the mediums out a little more.
He might have went a bit too late there. He was thinking about it, but he saw the grass. Mike chooses to pit. Probably another set of soft tyres. And that's he did start on a soft. Let's see, he's on medium, so he can go for a set of softs. And which he does. Decent swap for him. And the VSC should be ending right about now, I think. So hopefully we get back to racing again. Maggi still in the lead. Maggi has a good lead. And Yusuf's got damage. And
DRS enable, and we have the green flag. Sorry to jump in on you there, Jensen. Matoman all over the back of Glock here. Oh, I think maybe Glock's actually just went through.
Yeah,
on his
Glock
fresh medium.
This battle has really helped Glock close up on these guys. Glock thinking about it here. He's going to be in a DRS, I think. No, he's not going to get DRS on this straight, but he's really, really low on energy.
SPW, is he trying to take that medium compound to the end?
If he does, that... No, I don't know, really. He's got penalties. Defending very hard as well. 6 seconds worth of penalties.
There's Matoman Pit. Or he's come off his medium compound tyre.
Watch for Ramavaj and
so let's watch Glock here now. He's all over the back. Oh, he's getting a running surge. He's had to get out of there, and that's going to cost him a little bit. He's went on the grass. Well, good car control there from Glock. He knew, very aware to, as soon as he hit that grass, it was going to get slippy. So just get off all the pedals, let the car come on and go off. As he picks up the power again. We'll jump on board with Surge as he goes to make a move. Oh, Surge has had to brake there early. Is he going to send one round the outside? That's going to send SPW deep. He's going to try and now go round the outside again.
Glock's going to try
and send
up
the inside.
Good racing room from both drivers, all 3 drivers. As Glock goes up the inside of SPW, is this going to be the move into Cops? It is. Glock takes the net race lead back.
A good bit of racing there between the 3.
Yeah, very good there, and SPW is not done with Glock. He's going to try and come back, I think. He's not using overtake, so...
I think maybe just using it to maintain the gap to Surge. I think SPW may be coming in. I think you've got to come in at a certain point to get the most out of your soft compound tyre, if you're choosing to go that way.
Again. Oh, Mike's had a bit of a rough final stint to start.
And this is the thing now, Fletcher and Ramavaj, they're now, with SPW and Surge fighting, they're now closing back up to take back over their P2 and P3. But big kudos to Maggi. Yes, yeah, 9.5 ahead.
A very well managed race at the moment for Maggi. I've got to it. You got to give.
And I think if he's going to be close to around the P6 to P8 mark when he pits for his soft. So, yeah.
Mitch, 3 seconds. He's on 12 seconds now. As he's closing a bit onto Houston, I think. Maggi is also kept out of the penalties. He's one of several drivers yet to take or get a penalty. I think it's 9 drivers yet to get a penalty. 8 if you discount Jelly. Unfortunately, couldn't join back.
Surge trying to go out round the outside at Stowe, but there's just no grip there. As SPW peels in now, that's going to release Surge.
Surge being backed up into J. Fletcher and Ramavaj as well. That's not.
I understand maybe a couple of moves there from SPW, a bit very elbows out, but I understand he probably is racing for a decent position here. And if he just let the guys go, he made these work when he boxed really, really hard. So he had to try something unorthodox. So Maggi boxed as well, and I think Maggi is going to come out in that P7 mark.
So Surge versus J. Fletcher and Ramavaj, the 2 new guys, versus one of the guys who's been here since round 1 of this season.
And SPW is retired? Has he picked up damage coming out the pits?
Nah, he's just retired. He's just retired. He's just chosen the option to retire there.
That's strange.
Left. That's unfortunate for SPW. Running a good race.
I think he got damaged coming out the pits because he didn't. If SPW was retiring like with intention, he would do it coming in, but he retired once leaving the pits. Yes, I'm rooting for Surge as well. Nelly, he deserves a podium this season for sure.
Jay Fletcher stopped by.
I think it's going to be really hard to keep Ramovage behind as well. As Officer Duffy gets a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. That's an interesting one.
Jay Fletcher got 2 warnings earlier in the race. Ramovage, you've also got 2 warnings earlier in the race. Surge 3 warnings, Look 1. Got special energy 2, Lino 1 penalty, Maggi only 2 as well.
Lino running P6, he's in for a good result as well. I think Maggi's going to have the pace to get himself up into that top 6, and Maggi looks set for drive of the day.
I think he'd get in the top 5. I think he'd get in the top 5 at the moment. Mitch picks up a penalty again, a 15-second penalty now for him.
Maggi has gained 9 positions so far, set for an 11 position gain net at the end of the race. If he can close up to Lee Nell and Dr. Special Energy, looks really set for a good one.
Yeah, I do see him getting there. I see him getting at P5 for sure. No softs. He's got 8 laps to do it. Let's see what he's made of it. In this final race of the season, he's picked the right moment to do it.
So let's go on board with the Ramovage fight with Surge. Surge managing to hang on to the coattails of Jay Fletcher and keep himself in DRS range, so...
He's going to have a Mitch. He's got Mitch right in front as well, so...
See, Surge may have an older tyre, but the good thing is he has a big ERS advantage. Mitch doing his best just to leave the line open there. He's going to just lift out a bit, let the guys go through to get a clean run through the first couple of corners.
Getting a good run here.
Does he send one here on the inside?
Yes,
and there he goes down the inside. It's going to send him really deep. Surge has a great drive on the outside. Oh, and this is a big move now. Surge is going to have the outside line and he gets the power down and away through he goes. Ramovage struggling to get the power. Well defended from Surge. Very, very well defended.
Jay Fletcher could possibly catch Glock here.
SPW, I take it you were listening and I was right. Ah, buddy. Meh. Yeah, it's you were doing you were doing what you had to do to make your strategy work as well. Really unfortunate, dude.
Ramovage, he's gonna have to be really careful with track limits here because he's 1 away from the penalty, I'm pretty sure.
Surge with a nice ERS advantage, so he'll actually burn out of overtake before he even gets close.
Yeah. So he's not going to use any. And who's that? Shivmeister in sector 1. And he's retired on track.
Could we get a safety car?
Nah, he's retired on track. He's no crash that. We want to see Jay Fletcher get close to Glock and have opportunity. I don't see really enough laps for it.
Oh, and that was a late move in the brakes, nearly ploughed straight into the back of Surge, and that buys Surge some more time.
And he's got a penalty as well. This is what Surge really needed. This is what Surge needs now. He just has to keep it on track. He has to not get any penalties, and he should be safe this podium. Ramovage, he has to try and get by and get a gap, but it's easier said than done here with his energy deployment. He's using all his overtakes still. Even into clops, he's using it not where he should really.
Surge holding the gap nice. I think this is probably our main battle. We still have the Lee Nell, Dr. Special Energy, Maggi now 1.8 behind that. Yeah, there's some good moves, some good racing throughout the race to watch SPW.
Ramovage weaving a little bit, coming into the braking zone. started lap 22 of this race. We've got 5 to go of this. It's really getting interesting now. Mad G is almost in the DRS.
Yeah, I thought you had a moment in the pit lane, SPW. That's what I thought it was.
It's a very tricky exit.
You and Matoman though were talking about doing things together. He spun in form lap and you had a moment coming out of pit lane. I guess it was always meant to be. Driving masterclass.
So Mad G is in the DRS. I think. Well, not this lap. He's in the gap, but he did not get it on that DRS line. And Surge is into P4 now. Ramovaj up to 3rd. Now Ramovaj has to pull a gap. The Surge is to try and keep with him in DRS. And Mad G is looking good.
Surge may actually be close enough here to take the position back.
Oh, he got very close there. Well, remember track limits as well. He is close to.
Here he comes for the run.
Well.
Ramovaj has no overtake to Bloy, so here he comes to the inside. He's going to send one up the inside, and he says, "Nope, I'm not letting this penalty be. I'm taking this P3 on track." He's going to hold the inside line. Ramovaj tries to send one round the outside, and that's a good move. Small wheel bang is going to send them a little deeper. Surge will have the run now.
Good racing space for both of them. Coming into lap 23 now. Glock setting fastest lap, so Glock, it looks like he's going to just cruise to the line here. The battles are not over.
Surge going to try and go round the outside. He knows he's got a good drive back.
Switchback. Is he going to be for another switchback as well? Coming into here, is he going to go up the inside? No, he's not. It's just stick behind him for his next DRS zone. Coming into Brooklyn's corner. DRS. He's using the overtake. He's going to be around the outside. And he goes back into P3, but Ramovaj comes right back up the inside. It's Surge is going to go up. You're on the outside. He's going to go up the inside for the next corner. They're going to be side by side coming up to Cop's corner, and I think Surge is going to have.
And he will be ahead.
Position. Yeah, he just has it. He had the car position there in the right place. And oh, this battle is brilliant. This is Ramovaj pushing like he's never pushed ever before.
I found some pace the last couple of races as well, SPW, and it just did my game crapped on me.
Ramovaj, he rated 0%. He's sending up the inside, a very risky move. Surge.
Oh, good catch.
Yeah.
So let's watch Mad G now. He goes through, and Lee Nell, sorry to cut out there, Jensen. I've just got the tail end of that. Lee Nell's got the better run. He's maybe going to try and come back on the inside into the last chicane. Mad G gives space where it's due.
That was very close.
Small lock up, but through he goes, and Mad G has now P5 in his sights.
So Ramovaj is out of DRS. He's started to struggle now. He's looking ever more certain. Surge P3 at the moment. Mad G, he needs to get that gap now. He has to try and close that by another half a second. Just get that DRS. Ramovaj is back in the DRS of Surge now, so this battle's going to continue for another 2 laps.
The Doctor Special Energy, I think for the first time ever, is below 25%. This is the first time I've ever seen him below a quarter tank of ERS, ever.
Oh.
So he is pushing hard to try and protect that P5 position. And Surge looking really strong here to take the podium home.
Yeah, Ramovaj coming back at him here. I think Surge wants to keep this on track. He wants to do the podium on track. And here comes Ramovaj. He's going to go. No, he's going to go up the inside. He's keeping such an inside line here. Surge is going to go for the switchback again. But he's not going to get it done there. And they start lap 25.
Special Energy started P6, SPW.
Mad G, I think he's in the DRS window. Got the Special Energy. He's got 2 laps to do it.
Mad G P16, so yeah, man, he's looking. Yeah. I said that a few laps ago. He's looking really good for driver of the day, for sure.
Surge and Ramovaj again there. Fought the last 10 laps almost, and Surge is not using any energy. Ramavaj even go for the defensive line there. He's keen to keep this on track. So he's going to have to overdo it. Dr. Special Energy. He's got Mad G right on his gearbox now. And Mitch, another penalty. He getting a bit close to the danger zone for penalties. Surge, he's dropped a bit further back from Ramavaj there.
Oh, and Maggi's clipped the grass there. He got Londo Steele. That's going to cost him a little time.
He's got one more lap. He shouldn't be wasting the energy now. He shouldn't be wasting it. He should be saving it up here. He's got a bit of a little more advantage over Dr. Special Energy, which might be essential for this final lap. The final lap block. He's going for another fast lap, I think. He's gone perfect sector 1. Jay Fletcher also doing the exact same. So I just dropped out DRS, so I don't think he'll be able to get it back on track, but I do believe you keep it after penalties.
So Surge, he needs to use every bit of fuel, get that fuel on rich, expend everything, just keep himself within that gap. Mad G is 7/10 away. Can he close up through Cops and into Magus and Beckett's to try and get the move done up Hanger Straight?
More. He's got 20% more on Dr. Special Energy. And Glocky gets his first penalty of the race, but it's not going to matter anyway. He's going to come around the final chicane, and he is going to end off the season with another dominant win of his, and 13 in a row for him.
Here comes Maggi and Dr. Special Energy. I don't think he's going to be close enough, sorry, to jump in. Is he going to try and send one? He thought about it, not quite there. Can he make the run down into the last chicane? I think Dr. Special Energy's got that covered off. Yeah. Ramavaj takes on P3, but Surge will take that podium that I think he deserved thoroughly through the season. Dr. Special Energy is going to hold off for P5. Maggi, with a splendid drive, P6. Linnell brings home P7. Mike's going to come home in P8. These positions may change though between him and Matoman, we will see. Nope, stays the same.
Jump up to P9, I think, with this. The penalty's looking as it is.
She goes P8.
After the drive through, I think good drive from F1 Sophie. And it comes Adam for P11, which probably wasn't the way he wanted to end this season. Jelly will jump up to P11 anyway, and it's AI and Yusuf and Mitch just waiting for them to finish. And I think that was quite a race.
That was a good race. What a season in all, Jensen. It has been a very good one for them. I think if you want to have a birthing season for a league, a season like that is exactly how you want to kick it off.
Yeah. Well done to every driver.
Yes.
To everyone who's participated, even this season, has made this what it is. In this first season, it's been brilliant, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes. So GG to all. Let's see if we can get... We know Gluck is not a chatter, but we'll see if we can get Sarge and... Fletch in for a chat. What is his full name? What is Fletcher's full name? What is his full name, Jensen? Is that an underscore or a hyphen? Is it underscore or hyphen? J Fletcher 6. Maybe this guy. Yes, it is. So let's see if we can get the guys in for a chit chat. Very well done to all. Yes, it was a very good season. We have Surge, quick as a button, into the party to join us for a chit-chat. Surge.
Hello.
That was a very hard-fought podium. Got to be pleased to bring home P3 there, considering the battles you were in and how much you had to fight, and you fair scrapped through the end, and then eventually once Ramavaj got through, you kept in the gap. That was a good effort.
Yeah, the plan was just to try and I was like, look, if I can try and keep him behind till lap 25, then I'll just back off because of the penalties, and it worked really to plan. The whole race though, I was waiting for those hards to switch on, and they never did. It was like driving like ice today, but yeah, really happy to get the podium. The battles with SPW were interesting, but
Yes.
yeah, it was on the limit. It was like, you know, it was really. I could have lost my front wing about several times.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, we've seen a couple.
hey, we got through it. It was really. He was. I don't know what it was. He like retired after he went into the pit, so he just drove round on purpose trying to slow me down, and then retired. It was just like.
I had a little moment leaving the pit lane, and had some damage, and you know what it's like once you have to take an extra stop that deep in the race at Britain. It's game over, really, isn't it?
I don't know what it was with him. Like just like the whole race, like because he hit me off on lap 1 as well, and then like the whole race I just seemed to be stuck behind this bloody racing point. But yeah, no, it was a good race in the end.
Yes, yeah. Regardless of maybe on track, I guess. Yeah, you've got to be happy that you bring home P3, and that was a really stretched stint on hard compound tyre.
Yeah, I mean, I came out on the hard tyre, and obviously I saw Sunil when Mike had gone to the soft and Sunil had gone to the medium, and I was like, oh crap. I was like, but because the pit lane delta is so long here, you know, if I didn't get held up behind SPW, I think the result could have been even better. You know, I was so much faster than him. It was just, it was like if he was gonna like take me off trying to defend me, he would have done. But yeah, no, yeah, the hard lasted in the end, which is quite good.
So yeah, congratulations on your P3, man. I think it was a very thoroughly deserved. I think that's your first podium in OTL. Is that right?
It's second. My first was in Bahrain.
But that's right, a long overdue second podium then.
Yeah, I mean, there's been moments this year where it should have happened a lot more. Obviously, the first season on this game is just not. I'm never good on the first season, but obviously, next year it's going to be a lot closer, and I'm coming.
Yes, and obviously Glock leaves with his new shift pattern and work, so the door is open to a new champion. And I feel that it's quite close without Glock in it.
I've never been more motivated. So for all the people who think I'm past it, who think I'm slow, they can go away because I'm not going anywhere. And you know me, Chris, I will be winning races next season. So.
Yes, for sure. Let's get some. Jensen, would you have anything you like to say or ask Surge?
I mean, not at all really. Like the race today, it was just the strategy call. It was just perfectly timed. Under that, it's a bit. You used that wing damage at the start as well. It was a bit unfortunate that, and you took that strategy call and you definitely turned that around.
Well, it was ridiculous. I left so much room on the outside because I saw Snell coming down on the inside, and you know, we've only had one little touch this year, and I wanted to keep it that way. So I left so much space as possible. But SBU, it was like he was driving. You know, I'm not attacking him or whatever, but it was like he was like, I'm not saying it was intentional, but it was like he was driving the short circuit at that corner. It was like,
But yeah, quite a lot of people suffered that, but you were the only one who went for the hards, and you're the only one actually paid off from that. So yeah, well done, second podium.
Great. Thanks, gents.
No problem. So, driver of the day, there's a standout performer besides Surge, and I think he's threatened a really strong performance and things have just not gone his way, and I think it's a thoroughly deserved driver of the day in Mad G. Would you agree, Jensen?
Yeah, I would say so, especially from the back of the grid. He was leading most of the race as well, so he definitely made that strategy work.
So, our final driver of the season from the comms box goes to Mad G. OTL will be back just after Christmas for a fresh season, but the content in the channel stays live. Some OTL guys will be back in for a little competition race this coming Sunday, so watch out for that. There'll be an announcement Friday and Saturday's HOR races, so you know when it's coming and what time. And I guess before we go, we should say well done to Adam and Lee. Mad G, all the guys that kind of behind the background got this kind of up and running at the start. It's been a very smooth and slick first season with lots of action, and here's to many more.
Chris, have you ever known like a smoother first season of league racing? It was so good. Like the racing has just been fantastic, hasn't it? Like
yes. 100%. The intensity of the racing as well has been absolutely through the roof. On tracks like starting a season at Monaco and you expect it to go so wrong, and you've made it go so right, I think it pays dividends to the group behind the scenes and the group that's putting the performances in on track every Monday.
It's been a long year and it's been a long season as well, so I just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I look forward to seeing you all in January.
Yes, same from myself and Jensen, and we will see you in the new year, hopefully a better year for everybody as well. But the channel will be back, just OTL themselves will see us in the new year. The channel will be back live on Friday, guys, so until then, take care.